Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel, Math is Fun channel, where you can be or you can learn things about math. This channel is an educational channel for you to learn more about mathematics, to eradicate your misconception about mathematics that it's difficult, because math is not difficult. It's easy, fun, and interesting. It will encourage you to learn more about mathematics. And also, this is very helpful, especially to those who are doing the online classes and modular approach or doing your modules. Okay, so these videos are meant for you to help you understand and improve your skills rather in doing math. So let's do the math. Okay, so again, before anything else, I would like to remind everybody, especially to those subscribers out there who are continuing or who are watching the video discussions in my channel, to please, before you subscribe, kindly watch first the video before you subscribe. Kasi the problem is it will be in spam or ma-spam siya in short. So I want to remind you to watch the video before you click subscribe. And in clicking subscribe, the yellow bell button, I want you to really click the all so that you will be updated to all our to all new videos that will be uploaded in my channel. So I'm happy to share my skills and my learnings about mathematics to all the viewers out there. Thank you so much, and I would like to recognize the support of my friend co-teacher Ma'am Belia Corato. Hello there, Ma'am Belia, our MT and our master teacher in this in grade 7 curriculum. So I would like to appreciate her support for sharing my videos, and also to all of my co-teachers out there, Mr. Doms Eliadora, Mrs. Dagpin, Mr. Saligumba, Mr. Miyape, Miss Aurelio Princess, hi there, and also Miss Holly Jane Mata, hello Ma'am Mata, and also Ma'am Gonzalez, hello, and Ma'am Joanne, hello Ma'am Joanne, who else? Ma'am Gladys, hello, and Sir Jason Lilabario, yes, hi, and also to my number one supporter from Santa Ana National High School, Ma'am Russell Nakila Mapa. Hi there. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this video. And this will really help a lot. This video will help a lot of students, especially those who are not doing the face-to-face interaction, because there's no face-to-face as of this moment. That's why I'm doing a class or a video class discussion. So I hope you will be able to share this video to your friends, classmates, and all the persons that you know, all the people out there, so that you will also help them understand mathematics, because we know that there is something stigma in the subject, and I want it to be eradicated by just motivating you, and also to have this video to learn more um, math in a simple way. Okay, so now let's go over with our main concern in this video discussion. And I believe that this lesson is like very one of the least learned competencies. Most of the students are, they can understand this one, but it's something like confusing when you combine the concept of adding and subtracting of integers. So our topic in this video discussion is all about add and subtract integers. So are you ready? I hope you're all ready, and I believe that you are all ready to learn new things about adding and subtracting integers. So our learning objective in this lesson or video discussion is about, or you are expected to add and subtract positive and negative integers. So expect for adding and subtracting of integers in this topic. So now, what do we already know? So in the last or in the previous video discussion that I uploaded, it talks about still in integers. We had an abstract rules, or we base our subtraction and addition there in rules, or its rules rather, or properties. And we also include a discussion about number line, absolute value, and additive inverses rather. So now, what do we already know? We know, or we encounter this number line. We all know that a number line, it is a line that will represent the subsets of all real numbers, correct? That's it's used. So we all know that positive integers are in the right side of zero, just like what you have seen in the arrow going to the right side on the screen. the arrow rather on the screen. So positive and also negative integers are on the left side of 0. So example, -4. Again, what do we already know in this topic? Of course, the number line that determines the positive and negative numbers and also the zero rather. So positive integers are on the right side of 0 and negative integers are on the left side of 0. So the examples are +4 for positive integers and -4 for negative integers. And of course, 0 is neutral. It is found at the center of the number line. So that divides the negative and positive integers, the 0. So this means that they are opposites, correct? So we have example, -3 and +3 or +3. That gives you 0. Why? Because they're all opposite. There are opposites. So -3 and +3 are opposites, or they have opposite signs, negative and positive. That's why -3 is an additive inverse of +3, and +3 is an additive inverse of -3. So when you combine the additive inverses, that gives you 0. So that's the concept. This means they're opposites. Example, -3 plus 3, that gives you 0. So you know how to plot an expression in the number line and find the sum. Example, 5 plus -2. So in using the number line, in adding, sorry, step 1 is plot the first integer on the number line. Again, you plot the first integer on the number line. That's step number 1. I want you to consider that one. Another step number 2, plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. So our first integer is +5 and our second integer is -2. So how do we add them using a number line? Are you ready? Let's see how to do this. Okay, we all know that the first integers I have said is +5. So going to the right. The other one is -2. That's the second integer on the number line, beginning with the last number left off. So from 5 going to -2. So can you see the direction? So they are in opposite directions. That is why our answer is 3, because if from 0 to +5 and from +5 going to -2, so it stops in +3. It's very obvious, pretty obvious on the number line. Is it right? So in short, we can use number line to add and subtract integers. So I want you to, I'm giving, or I introduce this video discussion so that you will be able to realize that instead of, you can have many ways on how you add or subtract integers. Last time, I introduced about the properties or laws for adding and subtracting of integers. But this time, I'm showing you how number lines are used rather to add or subtract integers. Okay, that's clear? Yes. Okay, let's do the same thing. 5 plus -2. So plot the first integer on the number line. Yeah, you got it right. And next is plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. So I just repeated what I've done a while ago, correct? So the answer is +3. So another, you know how to plot an expression on the number line and find each sum, correct? So step number 1, so let's have another example, -3 plus -1. So step number 1, you're going to plot the first integer on the number line. Sorry, excited. So that's -3. So from 0 to -3. And after that, you are going to plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. Let's see. Next, so we stop from 0 to -3. Then after from -3 where we stop, we will go over to the same what? Same direction because it's -1. So from -3, you step -1, one step, going to the left side of the number line or of 0. So we have it -4. So in short, we just stopped in -4. Okay? From negative 3, we have one step going to the left side of the from negative 3. So we stop in negative 4. So that's the reason why our answer is negative 4. So easy, right? I hope you can, I hope you'll be able to get it. It's very easy. Just follow the instruction, how you use number lines in adding or subtracting integers. Now you already learned that subtracting a negative integer gives the same solution rather, as adding its opposite. So vocabulary, let's do the vocabulary so that we can sum it up what we have learned, because it's very important to know the definitions and vocabularies or terms used in the given lesson that we have, in the lesson that we have rather. So define integers. How do we define integers? It consists of a positive or negative number, and also of course zero. Another thing also, we define a positive integer as whole numbers to the left of zero. So as you can see in the arrow, so that's what we have learned for today. And another thing also, we define a negative integer, we define a negative integer as whole numbers to the right of zero. Wow, that's great. So I hope you will be able to master and memorize, not only memorizing it, but also you hope you get or you got it correctly. What I mean is the concept. So another vocabulary that we have learned so far, we define absolute value. So again, since we consider the adding and subtracting of integers, so we have to really include the concept of an absolute value. We mentioned this one in the previous video discussion. So when we define absolute value, this is the distance from zero. Again, any numbers or any integers are, the distance of any numbers from zero or integers from zero. So how? Plot each of the integers below a number line and then tell the absolute value of each. Wow. So plot again, how do we do the absolute, or how do we illustrate the absolute value of a certain number or integer using the number line? Plot each of the integers below on the number line and then tell the absolute value of each. Let's see. Oh, so excited. So we have the number line. Then we have negative 1, 2, and negative 5 as our given integers. So as you can see, 2, 0, okay, 2, negative 1 there. So in short, oh, it's disarranged. Sorry. So negative 1 to negative 5 are given. So what is the absolute value of negative 1? Oh, sorry. So sorry. What's happening? Okay. So that's negative 1. So meaning to say one step from 0 to negative 1. 1 unit from 0 to negative 1. Again, I am referring about negative 1. The distance of negative 1 from 0 is 1 unit. Can you follow? Can you follow the arrow? It's 1 unit, so 1 step. That's why the absolute value of negative 1 is 1. What about for 2? Where's the direction of 2? So see, look at the illustration from 0 to positive 2. So with that, we can say that the distance of 2 from 0 is 2 steps or 2 units. So it is 2 units away from 0. So you can count it starting from 0 to positive 2. So there are 2 units. That's why the absolute value of positive 2 is 2. Okay, so easy, right? What about for negative 5? For negative 5 class, as you can see for a while, so in negative 5, the absolute value of negative 5, we're using the number line, okay? So from 0, the distance of negative 5 from 0 is 5 units, meaning to say it is 5 units away or 5 steps away from 0. And that's how you illustrate negative 5 in the number line. So meaning to say, class, so our answer is 5, the absolute value of negative 5. In short, as in general, I would like to remind everybody that when you talk about absolute value, it refers to the distance of any integers from zero. That means there is no negative distance. That's why it's always positive. So in other notation of absolute value could be the absolute value of A is equal to positive and negative A. It doesn't mean that the answer is positive or negative. Okay. So the answer will always be positive. That means that your A, even if it is negative or positive, that when you get its absolute value, the result will be positive. I am referring to this. The absolute value of A is equal to positive and negative A. That means whether it is positive or negative, the value of your A, the answer will always be positive A. Okay? So I hope you will be able to understand this concept because this is very important in linear equation having absolute value. So now you already learned that subtracting a negative integer gives the same solution as adding its opposite, correct? So to help predict whether the sum of two numbers will be positive or negative, you can use these rules, the one that we remember the rules, correct? So we can use these rules or the number line in subtracting integers. So first variation, is the sum of 2 and 7 positive or negative? So what will we do? Change the expression, step number 1, change the expression to an addition by using the absolute value. Again, step 1, change the expression to an addition by using the absolute value. So the rule here, oh, sorry, I'll just finish the steps. Step number 2 is plot the first integer on the number line. Third, plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. So are you ready? Yes, you're all ready. So the rule now in here is the sum of two positive integers is positive, correct? Because you are asked about the sum of 2 and 7. Is it positive or negative? It's obviously it's positive. So sum of 2 and 7, correct? So 2 plus 7. So how do we do 2 plus 7? Of course, from 0 to 2, the distance, we will use the absolute value using the number line. Then the concept of an absolute value will really come in there, in here rather. So from 0 to 2, as you can see, and also from 2 to 7, because both of them are positive. They are in the same direction, same as how we did it a while ago. So that's it. So after that, you'll just end up or you stop your direction or your arrows in 9. That's why your answer is 9. So the solution is the sum of 2 and 7 is positive. Very good. So let's have another example or second variation. Is the sum of negative 2 and negative 7 positive or negative? What's your guess? What do you think? What's your guess, class? So what's your guess? So step 1, change the expression to an addition by using the absolute value. Next, step number 2, plot the first integer on the number line. Step number 3, plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. So same process as how we did it in the first example or first variation. So the rule here is the sum of two negative integers is negative. So negative 2 plus negative 7. Wow, I love the bell rang. So negative 2 plus negative 7 is equal to, again, we have to know their direction using the absolute value. From 0 to negative 2, that's direction of negative 2. So since we're going to add it to negative 7, so our direction will be the same. It's in the same direction, negative 7 going to the left. So from 0 to negative 2, then we move negative 2 to 7 steps going to the left, and it stops rather in negative 9. So from negative 2, you move 7 steps going to the left, and it will stop in negative 9. So meaning to say our answer is negative 9. Very good. So our solution, the sum of negative 2 and negative 7 is negative. So I hope you'll be able to get it. Another third variation, if is the sum of negative 2 and 7 positive or negative. So step number 1, change the expression to an addition by using the absolute value. So plot the first integer on the number line. Then step number 3, plot the second integer on the number line beginning where the last number left off. So the rule again, the sum of a positive integer and a negative integer will have the same signs as the integer with a greater absolute value. So we have it negative 2 plus 7, then from 0 to negative 2, and again from negative 2, since we stop in negative 2 as our first number, as we plotted our first number or integer, then from negative 2, we will move 7 units going to the right since 7 is positive. So we stop in 5. That's why our answer is 5. So the solution of this problem, the sum of negative 2 and 7 is positive. So why is this important? Again, if the temperature was 10 degrees Fahrenheit at lunchtime and dropped to negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit in the evening, what is the difference between these temperatures? So this is an application of the adding and subtracting of integers. So we have it negative 10 minus negative 5. So 10 at lunch and drop. So it's subtraction, the word drop. So minus negative 5. So it changed into 10 plus 5, which gives us 15 degrees. So another, Mauricio were at the corner store. Again, Mauricio were at the corner store. Mauricio forgot his money and needs $10 to pay for his treats. If Omar let Mauricio borrow $10, Mauricio now has $10. So how will you solve the problem? So application of the subtraction, addition and subtraction of integers, then you have it negative $10 plus $10, and that gives us 0. Okay, so guided practice, I do it. So the rule there is the sum of two positive integer is positive. So 1 plus 4, again, same steps as how we did it a while ago. So from 1, 0 to 1, and after from 0 to 1, then you have it. Stop in 1, then proceed to 4 steps going to the right, and since they have the same signs. So the answer is 5. So the sum of 1 and 4 is positive. Another, the sum of two positive integers is positive, 5 plus 3. Then we have it, illustrate it from 0 to 5. Then since they have the same signs, then from 5, 3 steps going to the right. So it stops in 8. So our answer is 8. So the sum of 5 and 3 is positive. So more practice. The sum of two integers is positive, 7 plus 3, from 0 to 7 and 7 to 3, and that gives us 10. So the sum of 7 and 3 is positive. What about this one? The sum of two negative integers is negative. Let's see, negative 2 plus negative 3. So both of them are negative. So from 0 to 2, then from negative 2 to 3 steps going to the left. So it stops in it stopped rather in negative 5. Therefore, the answer is negative 5. So the sum of negative 2 and negative 3 is negative. Take down note of that. The sum of two negative integers is negative. So let's see. Let's prove it. Negative 1 plus negative 4. So from 0 to negative 1. So from negative 1 to negative 4, that gives us negative 5. So the sum of negative 1 and negative 4 is negative. So more example, negative 4 plus negative 6, same process going to the left from 0 to negative 4, and from negative 4, 6 steps going to the left. So we stop in negative 10. So the solution or the sum of negative 6 and negative 4 is negative. Wow, amazing. More examples. 4 minus negative 2. So from 4, 0 to 4, and then from 0 to 4, we will, since it's it's negative, so it becomes positive 2. So we have it 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. More example, 4 minus negative 6. So from 0 to 4, say since negative 6 will become now positive 6 by getting its absolute value. So you have it for what I mean from 4 going steps, six steps going to the right, sorry. So we have it, or we stopped in 10. So the answer is 10. So now the difference of 4 and negative 6 is positive. So we apply the absolute value in here. From, again, another example, 3 minus negative 7. Applying the absolute value, negative 7 becomes positive 7. So now from 0 to 3 and then going to the right, from 3 to going to the right 7 steps. So we have it 10. So we stop in 10, so our answer is positive 10. So closure, what is a whole number to the right of 0? It is a positive integer. So we are just summing up of what we have learned for today's video discussion. What is a whole number? A whole number. It